killed by his brother amongst thousands of witnesses. Well, until about 10 minutes ago, I thought this was going to be a pretty lively reaction. But as the Game of Thrones formula demands, we yet again lose another likable character. So let's cue the music and pour one out for one of the goats of the show. Pour one out for Princess Rhaenys, the queen that never was. And let's clap it up for a truly heroic performance. Someone in this show has some balls. And for some reason, she wanted to die. I think that's clear as day. We set up the beginning how she is insinuating that that guy that saved the sea snake is really his bastard. And she's kind of had enough of living in this world post her cousin. And she's really grown fond of Rhaenyra, obviously. And she was like, I'm not leaving this fight until there's no dragons left. So she just kept going and going until there was one dragon left, but it was not her. So rest in peace. Lost a great character. And now to the truly hilarious side of it. King Aegon, the trash king himself of 3 weeks, is gone. Killed by his brother amongst thousands of witnesses. Bro, this man straight cremated his brother in front of thousands of people. You know, I know some of them were fighting. At least 100 people saw that, including Trash Cole himself. Let's see if Hand of the King, although the King's dead, so he's not even that anymore. I'm just going Trash Cole. Sir Trash. Let's see what now happens to him. Let's see if he's got the balls to say, hey, Prince Aemond has committed treason and killed his brother. Now, I highly doubt he's going to do that, but you know how these writers be, especially in this universe? They will turn it around and find little sprinkle in likable traits of characters that you hate. And I hate that man. Now, I'm so convinced he's going to die hand-to-hand combat that I'm not even worried about it watching. I'm just like, yeah, this man's toast. But I will give it to him. He is continuing to show that he is a capable military leader. Obviously, the plan to keep moving up the coast, take out these weak castles one by one, continue to build his army up with who they capture. And he ain't trying to get that smoke from Daemon because he knows. Bro, in episode 1, season 1, I know he won the jousting battle. But if they both start sword to sword, there's no doubt in my mind Daemon's winning that fight. And I know Cole knows that. So he doesn't want that smoke yet. He's trying to get as many men as possible. Now, the real fight is going to be Daemon versus Aemond, which I hope happens this season. And one of them will be dying. And I'm pretty sure it'll probably be Daemon because they can't have both Targaryen sons that are leading the charge die in season 2. Him and Aemond come up with this plan, but it goes to immediately, just showing that he's still weak. He really ain't got it like that. Alicent's brother knows it, but he's got to go along with it because he's Hand of the King. Well, he ain't Hand of the King anymore, and he is devastated because Aegon gave him all this power, and now it's all gone. Now, Aemond does like him. He's been plotting with him. You know the other crazy part about this ending? And now, I gotta be honest, I didn't think most of this episode was good. I thought this episode was actually the weakest of the season until the final fight. So I'm gonna focus mostly on the fight. Aemond did not know Aegon was gonna roll up to this and ruin the plan. So he decided on the spot, oh, I got a perfect chance here to just kill my trash brother. And he gone. That's crazy. That's crazy. And kind of scary for Team Rhaenyra folks like myself, because unlike Aegon, Aemond is very capable, and he's definitely has an eye for how to win this war, and he knows how to run a council and all that, so could be getting dicey here. Now, we're going to have to rely on the other traitor, Daemon, to try to do his part, and maybe end up being the one that faces Aemond so that Rhaenyra's forces don't have to. The sea snake will be very upset about his wife taking the L in this battle, and he's definitely going to be demanding blood from Rhaenyra. More war, more battles. And most of their dragons are small, and most of their riders are young, so I gotta say, if this straight up turns into Rhaenyra versus Aemond, I'm not feeling too confident, but that's why they got the Daemon angle in there. It's a wild card. The spectacle of the battle will make the headlines, but it's the ramifications of it. Let me get the screen back on. Okay, we back. It's really the ramifications of the battle and the events that will make the show. I don't think they ever named Aemond as in the line of succession as heir to the throne, but he is the logical choice, so that'll probably happen. But it'll be interesting to see if anyone puts a fight for that, especially his mother, Alicent, who looks like she's believing Rhaenyra, and maybe she'll get a hunch that her son just killed her other son. I have some hope that she might, mother's intuition, I have some hope that she might figure that out somehow. Obviously, the Sea Snake will be out for blood. He'll be pressuring Rhaenyra, and then we have Daemon, who's going crazy. And Harrenhal, again, I'm not really a fan of all that. I thought it was the weakest part of the episode. I don't really care to see him go crazy and see all these premonitions of people from the past and not be able to talk to people in person because he's hallucinating. He's got this weird bastard girl. I think it's the first time a bastard in the show has ever been a woman, so obviously that was a thing. But first time I feel like a show's ever seen that. I just don't really find any of that interesting. I think the premise of him going for the throne as a third party is very interesting. But what they've done with him so far, pretty boring. Seeing Aegon being trash at his council and getting cooked was boring. But then, obviously, the episode picked up. I definitely would have liked to have seen Rhaenyra, how she escaped King's Landing and got home so easily. The show keeps skipping things that we would have liked to seen. Again, another major battle. We just show up at the end of it. She just magically appears back in Dragonstone. We don't see how. Again, with the 8 episodes, we're officially halfway done. So it'll probably be more than that. More of that, unfortunately. And it's going to be a lot more of dragon fighting and not on the ground fighting, if I had to guess, which is another negative. But even though this was my least favorite episode start to finish, the ramifications and the hilarity of what just happened, other than, again, rest in peace to one of the good characters, the queen that never was. And man, oh man, does the end of Game of Thrones really hurt this show, because they are beating the Song of Ice and Fire. They're beating us over the head with it, and we already know it ends whack. I'm really surprised they keep hammering home the Song of Ice and Fire. But this may have ended up being my longest video of my series, and I came a day late this week. I'm in the process of moving, also trying to sell some furniture and whatnot, so I am swamped on top of regular work as well. So this is a day late. I hope you guys still enjoy. I hope I still get some views on this. If you like my review style, check out my other videos, some House of the Dragon. Subscribe to keep up with me during the rest of the season. I really thank you guys for joining me. Let me know in the comments what you thought of this episode. Book readers, I love you. I respect you. But if anything I said, if you know the answers to questions I rose, please do not put them in the comments. You can just laugh at people like myself who just watched the show and are coming up with all these theories, and you already know what happens. But again, hit me in the comments. I love talking movies, shows with you guys, and I will see you guys next week.